When I tell you they came in there in they Sunday's best, honey, the men came in looking like so dapper and just I forgot for a second that I had a man, girl. I was like, all right, fellas, I see y'all. And the girls with the bodacious bodies, we had some thick chicks in there. You know, I'm a chunky girl, so I like to see my chunky girls. What are we? What are we? What are we?
What are we? What are we? Hey, it's your girl Emily Curl with iHeartRadio, and we are talking about the song and music video for What Are We? And we have Inayah here with us today. And it is so good to see you again.
So good to see you, Emily. I was like, that's my girl right there. I'm happy to be back on. Thank you.
So this is iHeart's Frame by Frame. So we're gonna dissect your music video, talk about some key moments. We're gonna go behind the scenes. So yes. Any memories, any tidbits, behind the scene moments you wanna share, we are here for it. Are you ready to dive in?
I'm ready, girl. Let's go.
Let's kick it off with that first frame. Now we have the opening scene here. And before we even dive into all of it, I want to just take a step back and ask you, what was the inspiration behind the video and how did it compare to the inspiration behind the song?
Oh man, so funny story about that. One of my favorite movies in the world is called Life. It's Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. And I fell asleep watching that movie. So it was around the time we were working on What Are We? And I called Kenny. I was like, man, I have a crazy idea. I want to go back to that setting of the 1920s. And I wanted like the jazz cafe look. And I want the colors and I had this beautiful vision in my brain. And it's so exciting when you get to see it come to life the way it did. And I was super pregnant right there too. So all I see is belly.
Which is insane because I did not know that until later. I saw you post about it. I did not know.
I was super, super pregnant. I think I was 7 months there. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Last trimester.
That is wild. And now you also had an amazing collaboration, director Malia Shut Up. How did that collaboration come about?
Malia's amazing. Hey, girl. That another thing with Kenny being super genius, bringing on the right people. He showed me her work, brought her into the project. We told her exactly what I wanted to see come to life. And I mean, she nailed it from everything down from the lighting, the settings, the people, the direction, everything it was beautiful. This video exceeded my expectations.
And we're gonna get into all of those details. First, I wanna start off by saying your acting chops are so good. Is this the first time that you've acted in a music video?
Stop. You know, people tell me I can act, but I don't be trying. It's just natural.
That was good. I truly was like, wait, did she do something before this?
I told them, I said, I wanna do this skit. I have this idea for a skit, being backstage in the dressing room, getting ready. And then they were like, okay, you want a script? And I was like, nah, I can just kind of freestyle it. I can wing it and have the lead role guy play off of me and we'll just, improv off of each other. And he took direction really well. Shout out to him. I just kind of freestyled and he piggybacked off of what I said and it came together beautifully.
I cannot believe this wasn't a script. So you went in there, how many takes did you do? Like how many iterations of this conversation was had?
I think we did it 3 times. It was the one time to get a feel of it. The second time we had a down pack and the third time was just for good measure, just to be sure. So 3 times.
That's amazing. All right, Inayah, let's move on to our next frame. So I want to get into more of the aesthetics, kind of like you mentioned. First off, it's beautiful. I want to talk about the lighting first. And I know like Malia might know a little bit more of the technical things, but what was the lighting like on set? Because again, we see these glowy hues, the colors are so pretty. Walk me through what that setup looked like.
It was perfect. It was like a night with your boo, anniversary night with your boo. Like it was just soft lighting. The mood was set, especially playing off of the red curtains, the colors, they just all meshed so well, even with the coat that we have there. You see the coat there on the mannequin? Even with the lamps, like there was no big, she didn't have like any big lighting falling off the top. It was all just candles and lights. And the way that it bounced off of the red carpet and the curtains in the background, it just all meshed so well.
And again, let's talk about the styling for a moment. I love your outfit. We're gonna get into a few more. How did you land on this one? How did you decide?
So my stylist, King Troy, of course. Again, I told him that execution, the time of year that I wanted to bring to life. I told him I definitely wanted some ruffles and feathers and stuff to I guess I wanted to elongate my neck and breast area to take the attention away from my tummy, because of course I hadn't told people yet. So, but even with the style of the dresses down to the shoes, girl, you can't tell, but the shoes that I had on, I had like little feathers on the front where the toes part is, and then the big heel in the back. Everything was so amazing. Even the blue dress, everything was so pretty.
Let's move in because I want to talk a little bit more about this scene. So the cast here, how did you find, are these extras? Were these your friends? What was the cast like?
All extras. Again, Malia, amazing. When I tell you they came in there in they Sunday's best, honey, I mean, they had the headpieces, and the men came in looking like so dapper, and just, I forgot for a second that I had a man, girl. I was like, all right, fellas, I see y'all. And the girls with the bodacious bodies, we had some thick chicks in there. I'm a chunky girl, so I like to see my chunky girls. I mean, it was amazing. From the hair, the headpieces, everybody absolutely nailed it. I mean, you would think that we were back in those times from this video.
Inayah, can I come on your next shoot? Like, I need to be a part of this next time.
Girl, pull up. It's nothing. We can set that up.
And now this location too is amazing. How, again, this might have been Malia, but how did you decide on the location, and was this in one theater?
She completely transformed one theater. She completely transformed it. It was a nightclub in Atlanta. I forget the name. She completely, I mean, everything, the drapes, the tablecloths, even those glasses that you see here. She completely took a modern day, right now, everyday nightclub and turned it into this. I mean, you would think you were walking into the 1900s.
Now let's jump ahead to our next one. I want to talk a little bit about, I know you kind of mentioned this, but this lighting setup. I loved how everything just had a red tint to it, so pretty. But again, what sort of lights, if you remember, were used on set to get this, this red hazy vibe?
Again, if you see there, I remember she used the candle lights, the soft candle lights. Those lights give off a yellow tint, so it's really warm. It makes the setting really, really warm. If your lights are too bright, then it takes away from the delivery of the softness of the video, of that scene. Because I was so particular. I said, I don't want it to be too bright. I want to set a certain mood and set a certain tone. So the candle lights was perfect. It was absolutely perfect.
I love that. Now, my favorite shot in the entire music video is the next shot that we're going to show you, is this entrance. For one, in so many reasons, I love the side profile, but it feels like powerful and commanding. And with the look, you walked on screen, I was like, oh my God, like this was the moment. Did it feel like that for you in this moment on the shoot?
No, that we had to do that part like 5 times because, and that's so crazy that you say that, because it looks here like it was a one take flawless thing, right? But it wasn't. Again, at 7 months pregnant, I was just like, no, we got to do it again, and then cut it off before it gets to that part. And then, oh, wait, let me just try one more time. And so I finally decided to bring the shawl over the shoulders, just at the top enough to cover my tummy. But the delivery of this moment, though, was, this is my moment. Here I come, world. You know what I mean? So right just after that, we get to the curtains opening and the light hits my face. It's like, here I am, world. And this is so similar to how I am in real life when I'm performing. The minute that I get on stage and I'm about to present myself to my annihilators, it feels exactly how it looks right here. This is me letting my guard down. This is me opening up to the world, showing them who I really am, being free of all of my insecurities, being free of everything that I did the night before or moments before that. And I'm walking into the moment that I'm about to give to my annihilators. So as free and bright and releasing as it looks right there, that's exactly how it feels for me in real life.
Let's actually jump ahead. I want to talk about these close-ups because, for one, you look stunning here, and I love the juxtaposition of, we see you from far away and then we jump in. It's another powerful moment. Walk me through how you decided the creative choice for this, and also then we're going to talk about the look. But let's start with the creative choice visually of why you wanted this, dramatic punch-in moment.
Oh, I definitely wanted to highlight that headpiece because it is bomb. Okay.
It's bomb. It's
Yeah.
bomb.
The 1920s microphone it speaks exactly for the times that we were portraying at the moment. I wanted them to get a feel of me bringing that emotion to life and singing out that feeling, because so many people ask that question in relationships, like, what is this that we got going on? Like, you and me been doing this thing since forever, and now where's the title? This song, this message overall is so common. I know I've had that question a few times, honey, in some relationships.
Now before we move on from the scene, I also just want to talk about the makeup here because it's stunning. I love the way that the eyeshadow was done. You had a makeup artist on set, right?
I did. I told her that I wanted like not unrelated to the times, but I wanted like the Egyptian style makeup, because I knew I had this extravagant headpiece, right? But I also told her I didn't want to overwhelm my face because the headpiece was so extravagant. So she put a nice little light bead. It was still I had my shades of pink there, and the glitter on top of the lids finished it off. Mwah.
And it perfectly matched the shine of the rest of the video. It was such a nice touch.
Absolutely.
I wanted to talk about this moment that I actually thought was really cool, where we see you walk through the crowd and you walk through these tables. And what I think is so interesting about this too is like, what was the choreography and the blocking that went through? Like, did you know the places you were gonna go? Was this improvised?
Girl, there was no choreography. That was a little 1-2 step. I was like, okay, I guess I can just do my little 1 to the right, 2 to the left. I did a quick little shimmy. I knew I had to make my way over to my male lead. But if you notice, before I make it to him, I stopped at the other gentleman to kind of remind him, like, hey, let's not make no mistakes. This is what you have, but this is what I could have too. You're an option, darling. And I love
the way, that corresponded with the lyrics at that moment too. I noticed.
Perfect timing. And I wanted to bring that to life because, again, sometimes we gotta let these fellas know, like, hey, honey.
Have you seen?
Do you recognize you're not the only one trying to be the only one? Okay. So I had to bring that to life right here.
Let's pull up the next frame. Now, this is something that we've talked about, but again, just ending on this powerful moment of you looking straight to camera, delivering that last lyric. For anyone, anywhere, and women especially too, it's what message do you hope that they take away from this video? And what would you tell someone who's maybe in a bad situation where they haven't yet claimed their worth?
We've been here before too. You know what? I've been in love alone. Okay. I've been in that whole situation where, giving more than receiving, waiting for a title that'll never come, waiting for a ring that'll never come. I feel like at least majority of us, women and men, okay, have been there. With what are we? We're asking this question. We need an answer. So sometimes unfortunate relationships are necessary, or unfortunate for our hearts. Okay. They can be necessary. They can be a big help because now you know what not to do and what not to tolerate. And will definitely be the beginning of whether you leave or stay. What are we is like, hey, after this, you got one more chance, bro.
It's like, get it together.
Last chance right here, bro.
I am so happy for you, Inayah, and congratulations on this video. It's so beautiful. What other projects can we expect from you in the future? What else are you working on? Give us the full rundown.
Yes, girl. So side A is done, complete. We just shot the video for Peaches, so that's about to drop really, really soon. I'm so excited. Ooh, Emily, it's good, girl. Side B is next. Side B is next. I'm excited about Side B because I get to work with some artists and producers that I have been dreaming to work with. Of course, I did that with Side A, but I'm gonna keep quiet about Side B because it's gonna be a surprise.
Well, we cannot wait for that, and hopefully I'll see you again. We can talk more about Side B soon. Sure. But again, congratulations on the new music, on the bigger family. We're so happy for you, and it's always so great to see you.
It's always such a pleasure interviewing with you, Emily. You are my girl.
Thanks so much for watching our frame by frame for Inayah's What Are We music video. Make sure you check out that video, but also stream all of Inayah's music on iHeartRadio, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.